again, the Rick Ross stuff seems to get personal. Again, I don't think anything Drake said was too personal, but do you think we're gonna get into a point where guys are just gonna start saying some highly disrespectful shit that this could unfortunately lead to like actual putting hands on people?
I think it's definitely possible. I think that's what's weird, like where I'm conflicted about this whole it's just competition thing. It's almost like the conversation of, oh, hip hop doesn't have any negative influence on the youth. I think if the competition escalates, then yeah, like it's gonna get personal to the point where you're like, yo, you talked about my wife or my kids, and
My
it's
kid's
not even
mom,
like,
yeah.
yeah, my kid's mom. Um, and if especially if certain things are true, I feel like at a certain point, it's like, yo, when I see you, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. Or like if you come to my city, I'm gonna send a few people to like, you know, button you
Touch
up
you
or
up,
whatever.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I think if it gets to that point, like story added on level, then I'd say yes. But if it's just like surface level stuff like you
BBL.
flopped, BBL, you know, you have ghost riders, all that shit. I don't think any of that's worth dying over or even getting
Sure, sure,
punched
sure, sure.
over. But anything once the family's involved, kids, all that stuff, like then I think it's basically fair game for these guys in particular. I don't because battle rappers they spit at each other and shit and like
Yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
just hug it out at the end. But these guys have egos and
Yeah.
it's just it could easily go left.
No, yeah, 'cause I just wanted to get our stance on this like recorded because yeah, even I have that dude that like that conflict where I'm like, or I try to put myself in their shoes. I'm like, yeah, like you would think that yeah, let's keep it competitive. Let's just see who's the best rapper. But bro, if you keep saying some fucking highly disrespectful shit about like my sister, my mom, or you know whatever, like bro, like when I see you, dog, it's over. Dog, you know what I mean? Like, so at some
Yeah.
point, we can keep saying like, you know, I know Little Duval got on J Cole for like, how are you gonna back out, blah blah blah. But like, again, I'm not saying this is why. I'm not trying to give him any pass. But like again,
I know.
at
I
some point, this will get aggressive. That someone
Mhm.
is like, yo, I'm gonna fuck you up, dog. Like,
Yeah.
don't come anywhere near me. You know, kind of a thing.
I'm glad you brought it up because as this begins to unravel and Drake releasing his song, I am a little more sympathetic to J. Cole wanting to bow out if he has more insight or foresight into how this could play out. Because maybe he just doesn't want to get to a point where he's clowning someone's kid or whatever, and he knows that's where people are going to take it. So if that's the case, you know, I respect it, but at the same time, it's hard to believe that he could only compete if he had to go to that extent.
Yeah, but I think that's also the issue with hip hop when like everything has like a double meaning, right? And specifically when we said this about Drake for the last 6 months, bro, like it feels like his lyrics get more aggressive, right?
Mhm.
About like fucking you up, shootings and that stuff. And then even on 7 minute drill by Cole, bro, there's a lot of gun references. Right now, we can be like, oh, but he means lyrical gun, and the
Yeah.
clips are like lyrics. Sure, bro, but like at some point, people may just take that the wrong way and be like, bro, like press him if they ever press whoever when they see them. If you keep talking about guns, bro, like you know what I mean, like at some point, I can't give you the benefit of the doubt that that's not the obvious thing when it may just be that.
Right. Exactly. And if it's not Drake and Kendrick and Cole who get hurt, you know, it's the muscle that they keep around them that you know are more expendable and willing to do whatever. And with J. Cole specifically, I feel like if unless he had dirt on Kendrick, it's like, what are you really gonna say? I think there's also a point where it's like, I don't even know how to come
Yeah,
at you
yeah.
in a
How
way
would I
that's
come at you?
authentic
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
without like
yeah, yeah.
basically threatening to kill you or some shit. Like, so
Yeah.
I think that's another thing where he's like, dog, I had to literally lie to myself and say his discography was whack because I don't know anything else that um would be worthy of mentioning that isn't going too far.
Right. Whereas you could tell Drake wanted to go too far.
Right.
Like,
Because I
he's
think
like,
they
bro,
genuinely don't like each other. It's like competition for Cole, but then Drake, it's personal. And it's like, I can't be involved in this if you're on you're willing to take it to level 10 and I'm willing to go to like 6.